Welcome back to my channel. John here, Sky One Video Network. Hey, I've been meaning to do this. A couple people have been asking. My 1-year anniversary with the car.
Be strong.
Radio just got shut off. I got a free 1-year trial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you, you know, what I do like, what I don't like about this car. This is a 2019 Challenger Scatpack Widebody 392. So essentially it's the same as the 2020 and probably the 2018. Well, actually, I think the Scatpack Widebody came out in 2019. That was the first year for them. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I didn't make any notes, but I brought my window sticker, and I thought we could go through the window sticker, and I'll tell you why I picked the options that I did. And I like a lot of options on a car. I used to sell cars a long time ago, and I don't know, you get these options, you get used to them, and you really like them. But I'll go through that, and then my next video, because I'm going to do a twofer here, is going to be on these Michelin Pilot Sport all-season 4s. So this is the new, I just put the new Pilot Sports on. These are I went with the all-season, and I'm going to tell you why later on that video. But anyway, yeah, we're going to talk about this car, and I'm gonna pull into a parking lot here so we kind of go around it. But I got to tell you, right off the bat, what I don't like is parking it. You gotta park in the back 9, and even when you do, there's gonna be somebody right up next to you. I'm gonna throw in a couple of 0 to 60s that I got somewhere on my files. I saw that. I'm gonna add that in as well. I tried once a 0 to 60 with these new tires. I can't remember what I got, 4.5 or something like that, 4.5. But they definitely grab better than the P0s did. The P0s were actually pretty good when I first got them. I liked the way the car rode. I don't know what color of green this person is waiting for. They were pretty good when I first got them, but then after a while they started to slide and stuff. And even when I wasn't even expecting it, came with the all-season tires. I gotta tell you, when you buy a new car, they're probably gonna have all seasons on them, and people say, oh well, they kind of suck. Well, yeah, sorta. They got to make them so that they're equally sucky on everything. At least they'll go in the snow. You get a summer tire, they won't go at all in the snow. Here in North Carolina, we don't get much snow. We get some ice. I got the all season, they last longer. And the other thing about it is, because I had this on some sticky tires on my IROC, it picks up the rocks on the road, and you can hear it. It's like driving through sand, and it just throws the pebbles from the road. It like picks them up and throws them into your doors and your rear fenders. So unless you want to put mud flaps on your car, you know, they call them rock cars. They're freaking mud flaps. I don't know. I don't really like the looks of them, but you know, if you're gonna run the summer tire, you got to do that. But I'm not really racing it, and I do like to go pretty good, right? You know, like on the on ramps and stuff like that. And the all seasons are just fine for that. So yeah, I'm gonna pull in this park here. I'll get out and we'll go walk around, and I'll show you my car, and we'll go through the window sticker. I'm almost into the park here. See, these are the speed bumps here, which reminded me of something. I want to bring it in right now. Is this car not a gentle ride? If you live like in the city, you probably don't want a Challenger. First of all, it's big, it's hard to park, and really kind of bumpy. I don't like driving this thing when I'm in downtown Raleigh. Looks like somebody did some nice contributions to the tire and rubber companies. But I'm gonna cut the wheel to the left so you can see the tire. But so okay, let's get into it. All right, first thing, bottom line, sticker price. There it is, $55,505. So you know, you get the base price, but then you know, and then you got fees and taxes and everything else. Let me put my reading glasses on here because I'm old. So okay, going right down the list here, I got just a standard paint, didn't cost extra. This is the white knuckle. The interior, I have the they call it Alcantara. There's an N in there, okay? It's not Alcantara, it's Alcantara. And it's an imitation. It's not a leather, it's or a suede, it's an imitation. But they're vented, you know, and you get that when you go with this plus package. I kind of wanted the air conditioned or the cooled seats. So you can go through the standard list. I'm not going to really go heavy into the standard list, but I do have those drive modes, you know, and I can adjust the suspension and all that stuff on the car. I'll show you some of the infotainment. Speedometer goes up to 180. I do have the Apple CarPlay and the Google Android Auto, which is very cool. So I can use, you know, Waze and things like that in the car. I do have to plug in this cable though to do it. A 6-way power seat on the driver's side, not on the passenger side. And they're heated and cooled. So here's the cool stuff, the wide body package. You get the 309 gears, 20-inch. These rims are 11-inch rims, and the tires are, see, it comes with all season 305s. You got the adaptive dampening suspension, but this is not magnetic ride. I got the big brakes, Brembo 6 pistons, and these tires are the P0 Pirelli. I don't have them on right now, but that's what they were. So yeah, so the wide body package was $6,000, and then you want to get this plus package. This is what gives you the you know, the Alcantara with the leather trim, ventilated seats. It gives you the driver convenience group. I really like this, the blind spot and the rear cross path detection. That rear cross path detection, I didn't have that my first Challenger, and I had a hard time backing out. People would see you trying to back out of a parking spot and they just keep coming. So I kind of like having that. And I got and that's an option, the driver convenience. It's $1,000. And then I got the Harman Kardon, so I got the speakers in the back. And I don't run it in surround sound mode. I think it sounds better just in quadraphonic. I got the automatic transmission. And I got the you know, the new fancy spoiler on the back. So this was $55, and I negotiated it down to what did I get that on? 44 or 45, something like that. I got about 45, and then, you know, my trade and all that, and I shopped in my trade-in. I kept going different places to get, you know, hey, they'll give me this much, how much will you give me, that type of thing. And I just kept playing it up. So let me and I got the sunroof. So let me go around the car here. Let's get the windows tinted so I can't roll them down yet. So this is why you got the wide body, and these are the new Michelin tires, all season. Check out these tires, just to give you an idea. This is my hand. So these are pretty nice tires. Show you the engine. .392 engine. I did the Hellcat airbox here, so this inlet is open, goes in there. I put the catch can in, met Richard Petty, and had him autograph my car. So yeah, I like the white because it got so hot here in North Carolina that I wanted something that was a little bit cooler. So I was looking at the triple nickel, and I was looking at white. Put the louvers on, keep more of the sun out, and there's the window tint. So I still got a little bit of the wax and stuff that's on the tires when you get them, but I'll get it next time I really clean the car out. I'll do that again, clean them off. So yeah, so you know, let's go through these features here a little bit. So when you open the door, just put your hand under here, the door unlocks. The battery is in the trunk, by the way. Oh, and let me show you. Oh, I got a lot of stuff here because of the car show, and I got a battery from my wife's car. But right underneath here is the subwoofer. It should be a spare tire. In fact, let me move this and I'll show it to you. Okay, so there's the battery, and there's the Harman Kardon subwoofers. Kind of weird that they're underneath this thing. I don't know. Some people leave it up. I don't know. I just leave it alone. And seems to have pretty good bass.
Occurred.
Okay.
Continuous recording will now start. GPS connected. On your smartphone, connect to a Wi-Fi network whose name starts with Thinkware.
Okay, because I walked around the car, it saw the motion of me going near the car, and it counts them. So as I get in the car, like if I park someplace and I come back to the car, it'll tell me if there was motion, it'll tell me if the car was hit, every time I start the car. It's kind of a pain, but you know, after a while you get used to it. It's not so bad. It's kind of nice to have that information though, so I like that. So that's with the dash cam, and I had to take the rear camera down because I put the tint on, but a few more days I'll get that back up. This is a front and rear camera. I wish it somehow notified me if somebody like bumped my car or whatever. I used to have a system that was like that, but it would false a lot. And this can go through the internet if I you know, if I get the service with the Wi-Fi. I can have Wi-Fi here in the car, but I don't, because you shut the car off and the Wi-Fi shuts off and this thing doesn't, so it really defeats the purpose. Yeah, so anyway, this is some of the cool things I like about it. You've got the screen that you can control a lot of stuff, and you can control a lot of it down here. It's really weird. Sometimes I use the buttons down here, sometimes I use the screen up top. So it's twin temperatures, you know, for the drivers and passenger. And oh, and this mirror dims, so when people come behind me, it auto dims. And you can hook it up here so you can, you know, like OnStar type thing, you can press assist, which just expired on me. Yeah, so here's what you've probably seen before, the SRT mode. And with this car, you know, you get control, quite a bit of control on it. And then you get your performance pages. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Down here I got a couple controls. You know, I got one of them, I don't even know what it does. One of them is the interior lights here. So here, you know, the performance pages, you've got like a dyno, show you the horsepower and torque. Here's like a circular view with the power, the torque, everything all at once. And you can get a screenshot. You can press a button there and get a screenshot. There's the G-forces. I thought about doing this to see how much difference there was between the two tires when I went with the All right, so going back in here, I got a phone call. So the performance pages, so you know, here it's like if I rev. Oh, I guess I don't know if it's gonna. No, I don't know. I guess I gotta be moving. This is G-force. It's the one I thought I was on there. So, yeah, and then I got my gauges here, and you can like move gauges around. I can take gauges here and put them up there. And then I got my timers. I got timers up here too, but you know, there's my. I wonder what the braking distance was, because I had to. Dude, I just got these tires on, and when we were coming back for Patty's, you know, there was behind a bunch of traffic, and then you know how you break free, and you just like pound the gas, right? And this dog comes running out on the highway right in front of my car. I'm like screaming along too, and I just nailed the brakes. This thing just squatted down. This car stayed straight. It was freaking awesome. That's the other thing about a performance car. If you don't drive like an asshole, like I do sometimes, but if you just drive normal, these cars are very safe. You know, so when I'm backing up, if I'm gonna hit something, it's gonna beep at me because I got the camera. Let me put it in reverse here. So I got the trajectory lines, right? And that's why I like that rear cross lane traffic alert. You're trying to back out of a parking spot, somebody's walking along and pushing a cart. This thing will see them and it alerts you. And if you're backing up to a wall or something, it beeps, but you can see through the camera, but it's kind of nice. Here's what you got on the controls. This is to control the unit up here, so I can change. So I'm pressing the down. You can press this. Oh, and when you get to this, you can go to the left and the right. I think. Maybe not. Going through my times. I don't know. It records all the time on those timers. Anyway, here we go. The different temperatures. I like this air intake temperature. That's kind of nice to have. Oil temp, trans temp, coolant. But I usually leave it on here so I can see the tires. And then, you know, you can make a call. You got this thing here, so I can be like, you know, play artist, Aerosmith. And then I have the volume down, but she's gonna play. So yeah, pretty cool. And then over here, my cruise control. Now they got buttons on the back of the steering column. Let's see if you can see them. And on both sides here. One is to change the station, one's the volume. Some people complained about that, but I like the ones behind the steering wheel better than the ones in the front. The ones in the front I actually have to look down to use them. The ones in the back, I don't. I can just feel for them. It's a 3. There's a upper one, a middle, and a bottom on both sides. Volume, changing the channel, favorites, stuff like that. And everything's also voice operated too. So like I can say, set temperature, 65 degrees.
65 degrees.
And I can have her respond short or long. I just changed it to short. He used to say, setting temperature to 65 degrees. I don't need all that. But yeah, so that's pretty nice. The sunroof, I don't always use it, but it's nice to have. So it's pivoted up right now. I'm gonna bring it back. I'll be honest with you, a lot of times it's just too damn hot down here in the Carolinas to use it. But when the fall comes and everything, it's really nice. Not as nice as the T-tops and the old Trans Ams and stuff, but it's still pretty good. You can see the helicopters as the cops are chasing you, right? So I used to joke around. We're flying to Florida. I'm telling my wife, hey, watch out for helicopters, and she'll be looking up there. Yeah, so, you know, I like the push button start. You know, I like to be able to leave the key in my pocket and all that stuff. This car here, as you just walk by it, the lights will come on. It's kind of a neat feature. what my Mazda did that this one doesn't do is my Mazda, as I got out of the car and walked away from it, my Mazda would lock the doors automatically. This does not do it. I wish it would. So I wish I had more cubby holes and stash spots in here. I do have a lock for the glove box, which is nice. It's not really strong, but sometimes for legality, you need to, like, you know, secure a firearm or whatever, and you can do that with this right here. So they get the console here. So in these consoles, I put stuff in a freezer bag. So I open this up, I just pull the whole freeze bag out, and then I can just kind of see what I got in there. I don't want to be fishing around in there, and it's kind of hard to see anyway. They got 2 lights here, and then you got a couple little lights see behind the headrest. So yeah. The transmission's pretty good. Every once in a while it does some weird stuff, but most of the time it behaves. And you know, you got the paddles here, so you can upshift, downshift. And it's pretty good when you're going through the mountains. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, so my best 0 to 60 time was 4.2. I think I could do better now that I got these tires on. You actually do better when you get a little bit more weight in the car, but now I got more traction. I might be able to have less weight and get more grip and just go and do my 0 to 60. So got to get the fuzzy dice. You got to get the radar detector if you're driving one of these things, because you just look away for a minute and you'll be going up to 80, you know, in no time. The thing is, I don't know, I can't put the windows down because I've got them tinted. But on the outer edge of these mirrors, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little triangle there on the outer left. And if a car starts to pass me or whatever, that lights up. You've seen them. And if I got my turn signal on, it'll beep and alert me. Sometimes people are flying up from behind. You know, you might be going 10 over and somebody's doing like 25 over, and they come flying up behind you. You put your turn signal on, it'll alert you. So that's kind of nice. And I like the auto dimming mirror. I don't have to mess around with that. It's just all automated. Here you got a spot for your sunglasses. And then your door openers. So yeah, pretty cool. Trying to think of what else I can show you here on the car. So you're gonna have to put a comment if you have any questions about it. But yeah, I got this car for like 44, 45. I had a trade-in, I had a down payment, and so they gave me a really good price, but they gave me a kind of a crappy interest rate, and then I refinanced it when I got home with my local bank. So it's no big deal. Yeah, nice car. Parking is kind of pain because, you know, parking spots, right? Especially with a 2-door getting in and out. But I'll tell you something though, this thing, if you've ever been in like a smaller car, like when I was in my Mazda 6 and a Challenger would pull up behind me, oh my gosh, that thing is so intimidating. You see the 2 snorkels breathing down your neck. These cars are pretty freaking intimidating. And they're pretty fast too, so, you know, I don't even know what the top speed on this car is. Probably like, it's got to be 160 anyway, maybe 170. Not probably as fast as a regular Scatpack, because I got these big tires on. I think that sucks down some of the top speed, but it goes pretty good, oh, I got the accented pedals. I like that. You always want these accented pedals so your feet don't slip off and they don't wear away. Like many of you guys, you're probably looking at a used Hellcat or a new Scatpack. So if you get the Scatpack Widebody, it's you're gonna have a warranty, and you're gonna have a lot of peace of mind. I'll just say that, because you don't know with the Hellcat. Most people will take good care of the Hellcat. Yeah, they're gonna throttle it up every now and then. That's to be expected. I don't think everybody beats on it. I got 2 pairs of glasses. Oh my gosh. I'll take these things everywhere. Yeah, I don't think everybody beats on them, but you just don't know if what really went through. The Carfax thing and, you know, the dealer records, you definitely want to check all that out. But I was looking at a used Hellcat. They only had like 7,000 miles. It was a stick. It was gray. It was nice. And I could have got an extended warranty on it too. But I decided to get this, get it new, brand new out the door. And I was also looking at a brand new Hellcat, but it wasn't a wide body. And I kind of wanted the wide body because I knew it would handle better. So, I don't know, there is a, you know, looks thing. Everybody likes the looks of the wide body too, but this thing friggin' handles really good, dude. It's, you can tell from the on-ramps and off-ramps when I'm like ratting around with my friends, they go slow on the on-ramps and off-ramps, and I don't think that they're just trying to be super careful. I think they just have to. My last Challenger, it didn't like the on-ramps or off-ramps. This thing here, I don't even know. Some of these turns, this thing is just grabbing really good. But when they do slide, you don't like at a slower speed. If I'm pulling out of a side street or whatever, when it slides, it can get a little crazy. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And I got some links to some things in the description below, so go ahead and check that out. And thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content. Thanks for watching. Later, guys.
It goes